I'm going to be adding characters from Skibidi Toilet to Minecraft.
Hello, it's me, Chandler. We're watching Eider, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, let's go.
The characters seen in episode 69.
Look at that face.
And some of the first characters we see in this episode
are
the
that guys
skull
are so
toilets
cute.
and the burning toilet. So first I added the skull toilet to the game, and I have to say it was looking kind of goofy. With this one
well, no, that's not Goofy, and not Mickey, and not Donald. That's scary.
This one I actually tried to give him a custom skull instead of just using the regular skeleton like I've used before. I also
trying to say something.
In slightly darker than the original Skibidi Toilet because I think it fits him a lot better than bright white. As for the burning toilet,
and I think his soul is dark as well.
Bright white rather than coloring his toilet gray. And as
Help
you can
that guy,
see,
someone, please. I think it kind of hurts, you know.
He's blind, and I also gave him a little bit of hair on the top of his head because it looks like he has hair in the series. The burning toilet is always on fire, as you can see, and the trail of fire will follow him wherever he goes. And he's actually burning so hard that not even water can save him. A cool feature that the skull toilet has is that you can feed it a golden apple to cure it and turn it back into a regular Skibidi toilet. And if you want to revert this change for some reason, you can also just kill the... I guess we just have to put these guys in jail.
Oh my god, that's a jail for Skibidi Toilets. I wonder, do you got some toilets in Skibidi Toilet jail? Because what are you gonna do if you're a Skibidi Toilet and you want to go number 1 or number 2? Are you gonna do it in one of your friends? Oh god, I don't want to think about that.
You finally kill the skull toilet. I made it so that he drops a skull, and the skull is actually just a troll item.
And you're just in Minecraft with the skull in your pocket. That's kind of creepy.
Guess that I'm the one who's in jail now. Overall, I think the skull toilet looks a little bit weird, but I think the burning toilet actually turned out pretty good. So I decided to give the skull toilet a 7 out of 10, and I'm going to give the burning toilet a 9 out of 10.
That's nice.
Another character seen early on in this episode is the blue-suited cameraman, who is seen holding some
I know him. If I'm not mistaken, that's friend of the Fook Boom in that universe.
Device, which I'm pretty sure is supposed to be used to open the doors.
Yeah,
so
I guess you're right.
The blue-suited cameraman dropped this hacking device, and instead of opening doors, because that's a simple task, I made it so that this device can just destroy everything very fast. This is sort of like hacking, it's just a different kind.
What do you mean?
As for the design, I basically just took the regular cameraman and turned him into a blue cameraman. The only difference is that the blue cameraman has an actual thumbs up animation instead of what we gave to the regular cameraman. Now obviously the blue cameraman is cool, but there's actually another colored cameraman in this episode, the green suited cameraman. The green suited cameraman,
Michael Jackson destroyed them. I remember that.
Apparently they're supposed to be twins. And these guys are kind of dumb because they probably died trying to fight the Michael Jackson toilet. I don't know how they even thought they had a chance.
Yeah, totally agree. If Michael Jackson toilet attacks you, just relax and enjoy.
Green-suited cameramen are seen holding paralyzer laser rifles, so I decided to make it so that these guys drop one of those when they die. And if you shoot something with this rifle, it just paralyzes it.
You really got that kind of weapon in Minecraft? Whoa, that game's never stopped surprising me.
This time, for some reason, it does a ton of knockback. I don't know why. Overall, I think both the blue and the green-suited cameramen look pretty good.
There's a skull! Another skull! Skibidi Toilet, huge skull! Or that's just my brain, I don't know.
And the features they have aren't that bad. So because of this, I'm going to give them both an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
We talked about the Michael Jackson toilet earlier, so that is who I added next. The only problem is this doesn't really look like Michael Jackson. I honestly tried really hard to make his face and just couldn't do it. I don't know why. But that doesn't really matter because the rest of him looks good at least. Since this toilet is based off of Michael Jackson, I made it so that when you right-click him, he actually moonwalks.
Come on, sing,
he's really just walking backwards, but it's the best I could do with a giant toilet. This toilet is also very fast, as you can see, and this is very similar to the Mafia Skibidi Toilet that we made in a previous video. Also one of the strongest toilets that only has a melee attack, as he can one-hit a bunch of the Alliance members. Even one-hit me. This guy does more damage than a warden. If you kill the Michael Jackson toilet, I made it so that he drops a Michael Jackson hat, and when you wear this hat, it gives you permanent slowness 5, which you may think is a bad thing, but it's actually supposed to help you.
That was clever, by the way.
Moonwalk just like him. Overall, I think the Michael Jackson toilet looks pretty bad. I mean, it doesn't even really look like him. So because of this, I decided to give him a 6 out of 10.
6? Come on! I think it's at least 8.
The zombie mutant Skibidi toilet randomly appears and rips the head off a cameraman.
That's some evil scary guy
toilet is the next mob that I added. We've already made a mutant toilet in a previous video, so I just based this one off of the original design. But this time I actually gave him a custom face instead of the mob head that I gave the original mutant toilet. The zombie mutant toilet is a lot slower than a regular toilet is, and I did this because the zombie mutant is supposed to be sneaky, although I'm not really sure how this helps.
Just look at that beautiful cutie fella.
Able to rip the head off a cameraman when it kills one, as it makes the cameraman drop its head when it dies. If you kill the zombie mutant toilet, you drop something called mutant flesh.
Everybody's dropping their head head or hat. I don't know.
Eat this, you just have a
Why
chance
not?
to either get a good or bad potion effect, so eat this at your own risk. Finally, I made the regular mutant toilet transform into a zombie mutant toilet when it dies, and I know this isn't accurate, but I just did it because he has zombie in his name. Overall, I think the zombie mutant toilet doesn't look that bad, and it has a couple of good features.
His face is creeping me out.
So because of this, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. A very large cameraman with a minigun
Whoa,
was seen for a second in this episode,
Yeah,
so next I decided to add him.
He's the main hero of some episodes, by the way.
Very large cameraman is very similar to the regular large cameraman, except for the obvious giant minigun.
He's supposed to be the most strong person here. Look at the size of this gun, come on. He's gonna destroy everyone. Except for Michael Jackson, of course.
He's a bit larger than the large cameraman because it says very large in his name. Unfortunately, due to the giant minigun that is occupying both of his hands, the armed very large cameraman is not able to give a thumbs up, which really makes me wonder if he's okay. The very large cameraman is also so big that explosions and fire.
Especially now, after that explosion. He's fine. He's just great.
But I figured he deserved it since there's no thumbs up. Since he's carrying a giant minigun, the armed large cameraman's movement is also very slow, just like the zombie mutant before. But that doesn't...
Are you gonna learn some kung fu fighting now?
Because if he gets in a fight, he will rapidly shoot the minigun until whatever he is shooting at is dead. He also seems to have stormtrooper aim, though. Maybe he needs to get his lens checked. If you kill the very large cameraman, I obviously made it so that he drops his minigun, and the minigun pretty much works the same way that it works.
That's not minigun. That's giga gun. That's huge gun. I don't know.
Except this time my aim is not nearly as bad. It also makes this popping noise, which sounds nothing like a gun. I have no idea why I chose this. And overall, I think the very large cameraman is a pretty good upgrade from the regular cameraman. So because of this, I'm going to give the armed very large cameraman a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Cameraman is also seen around the same time as the very large cameraman, which is why he was the next mob I added.
Oh my gosh.
The only difficult part about making this guy was trying to give him the repair tool on his right arm, and that's because the only image I have of it barely even shows what it looks like.
You need to eat something, cameraman.
Everything else was pretty easy,
Eat
though, which
some
is why
camera
it actually
food
looks
now.
pretty good in game. Unlike our last cameraman, I made it so that the medic cameraman is able to give a thumbs up with his left arm.
I'm the medic cameraman. Everybody's gonna die because I'm on duty. Or maybe not. Maybe he's cool.
Despite
I don't
having
know.
one arm. The medic cameraman is also strictly meant for repairing cameramen, so I made it so that he just attacks cameramen.
Oh,
but
you got
instead
some
of hurting them, he's actually giving them healing. But this means that there is no one to heal the medic cameraman if he gets hurt. So I made it so that when you right-click the medic, it
that was
heals
his son or what? I don't get it.
him as well, so that he isn't left out.
Okay,
If the medic cameraman dies, I made it so that he drops his utility repair device, and upon hitting a cameraman with this device, it heals him, passing the medic cameraman's job onto you.
Look at that calm dude, you know? You can just hit him and he doesn't care. Awesome.
Unfortunately for him, I don't really want to be stuck healing cameramen forever. Overall, I think the medic cameraman looks pretty good, and his features are exactly how they should be.
7 out of 10.
So because of this, I'm going to give the medic a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Finally, the highlight
I've tried, but I failed.
Be the new Titan cameraman.
Titan
of course I had to upgrade the old
he's
Titan
so
cameraman
huge.
next. The difference between this Titan
that's
and
not easy to make, you know?
Of course,
that's
the missing arm that I added right here,
huge.
and also these brand new cannons that I added on his back, and a few more minor details to make him look a little bit better. There is one major difference in game though, and that is that the Titan cameraman can no longer thumbs up either. I know I could have just moved the animation to his other arm, but honestly it's funnier this way, so I'm keeping it.
Wait a second, I hope it's thumbs up and not middle finger.
This version of the Titan cameraman can no longer fly, and this is because it was more of a
He's gonna fly to China, according to that music.
Problem than a good feature. I mean, where was he going?
Whoa,
the Titan cameraman is still one of the most powerful mobs in the game, and if you kill the Titan cameraman,
you're going to hell if you kill Titan cameraman. Don't kill Titan cameraman, that's bad.
He drops a Titan cameraman core. The Titan cameraman core basically just
basically a cookie. Yeah.
Potion effects that make you super OP just like him. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it actually turn me into a Titan though. Overall, I think the new Titan cameraman is a lot better than the old. And because of this, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10! Awesome. Alright guys and girls, now I want you to click or tap right here. Please do that if you enjoyed that video, because if you like that, you're probably gonna love this. Click or tap and you won't regret it. Goodbye my friends, take care, and I will see you there.